On.
Sonny's, what a big day in the studio. I know I say that every day, but this one tops the cake, okay?
Oh my God. Tops the cake. This is a freaking cherry and all the things on the cake.
What a wonderful chats that we have today. So wake up, shine up, and step into the sparkle, because today's show is serving big-ass energy, honey. Bold stories and the kind of conversations that make this city feel like one giant front porch called Sunny TV, honey. We are celebrating dreamers, legends, local flavors, and yes, a Valentine's date so catastrophic in Sunshine Shenanigans, it deserves its own emergency broadcast system. But before we unpack this and the TLDR, what is on the Sunny snack scene, Miss Melanie, today?
Well, ew, you use my government name.
Well, you know,
weird.
it's
Am I
nice,
in trouble?
so people know who you are.
Well, you know what's on the Sunny snack scene today? Birthday cake, because it's my girl Jessica Molsanti's birthday.
Cake.
They say it's your birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday,
Jessica.
Jess.
Yes.
And today we're going inside one of the most talked about spots in town. Captain Whitney and Captain Rob, the powerhouse owners behind Boat Dinks. They're here, and trust me, it's more than a bar. It's a full-on vibe. Guys, just wait.
Just wait. Buckle up, Buttercup. And you won't have to wait too far, because at first we have the queen of the St. Augustine event scene, Renee Unsworth, celebrating 100,000 followers!
Go, Renee.
Give it up to my girl. My girl literally started at 0, and she has 100,000 followers. We are so proud of Totally St. Augustine.
The best part was she sent David and I a text yesterday and told her daughter texted her from school.
Yeah.
And was like, Mom.
I know.
I love that even more.
I know. What else are we going to love?
Oh, we are honoring a true living legend whose courage helped shape civil rights history right here in St. Augustine.
Love it. Love it. And nationally, we're going to be diving into an idea that's slowing down that might actually help age better. Help us age better. Very, very cool. It's a little bit about meditation, a little Zen moment.
I'm not doing that.
We'll get into that. Well, we can unpack
I'm
it.
going to go get Botox.
You actually might like it.
Events are popping. The commercials are locked and loaded, hoping Mel hits the right buttons. And we have surprises sprinkled throughout the hour.
Yeah, especially from Spice and Tea Exchange.
New tumbler.
We got a new tumbler. We got a new tumbler to Rumbler. I'm so excited. Thank you, Spicy, for hooking us up. And Barbara Jean.
Oh, my God, the My Little Pony.
Barbara Jean got me my first My Little Pony. I have Moon Dancer.
Yes.
Very, very cute. Barbara Jean, so super sweet. Finally have a My Little Pony. I mean, it's fierce.
It's fresh.
It's Sunny TV, baby. And we are going to say hello to our title sponsors, the Bailey Group and world famous Steve Chapman's All-American Air. Be ready for anything with the Bailey Group, an NFP company. Life is full of unexpected moments. Whether it's securing your family's future, protecting your business, or planning for individual wealth, the Bailey Group is here to guide you every single step of the way. Since 1954, the Bailey Group has been a trusted cornerstone of the St. Augustine community. Under the leadership of President Mark Bailey, they've grown from a local agency into a nationally recognized firm, offering tailored solutions for individuals, families, and businesses, with a focus on individual health and life insurance, Medicare solutions, group insurance, and property and casualty commercial coverage. The Bailey Group combines cutting-edge technology, strategic partnerships, and personalized service to deliver the peace of mind you deserve. Give them a call today, 904-461-1800.
Hi, I'm Steve Chapman, owner of All American Air Conditioning and Heating. For over 40 years, we've been serving St. Augustine and the surrounding areas. We're the largest HVAC dealer in St. Johns County, providing high-quality service and products. With courteous technicians responding to your HVAC needs, our expertise will give you confidence in your investment. Family-owned All American Air Conditioning, voted best of St. Augustine for more than 20 years running.
Okay. All right. Well, we have the weather. Is the weathering today?
The weather is weathering, you guys.
It's nice out. I like this.
So today is going to be a high of 70, but there's a chance of showers later this afternoon, but it's going to be quick. It's going to be like a...
Yeah.
And winds are going to be gusts at 16 miles per hour. Tonight is only going to get down to 56, so keep your AC on.
Yeah.
Air purifiers running and all that.
Yeah, you need to.
Yes, and today on February 11th, we have Details by Dean.
Detailsbydean.com.
Yes.
We love him. Thanks, Dean.
On February 11th, 1963, Julia Child burst onto American television with the debut of The French Chef.
Oh, you have to say bon appetit.
All kitchens across the country.
Do you
were
know who
never the
Julia
same.
Child is?
She was a CIA agent. And she flew airplanes. Yeah, and she turned into a
She's
chef.
fierce. She's a fierce lady.
Yes.
And yeah, absolutely.
Before Julia, most grocery stores focused on canned goods and convenience foods, but her fearless enthusiasm for real ingredients changed that.
Yes, we did.
She did. She changed viewers to use fresh herbs, good butter, proper cuts of meat, and ingredients many stores didn't even stock
And
yet.
I know how to flambe.
So, yes. Oh, Jessica, the rain later this evening, it's going to make a sprinkle. But it's
Yeah.
going to go away. But Sunday, guys, it's going to be the rain day. So
It's going to be Let the Rain Come Down, Hillary Duff version.
Jessica, I hope you got your birthday song David and I did at the top of the hour. You're
Speaking
gonna love it.
of Hillary Duff and songs, we have the local music report. Strum it, drum it, hum it down, Sunny. It's time for the local music report to make you proud on this Wednesday, February 11th. There he is, our dude, the man, the legend, Jim Lamb at the Milltop Tavern at noon. We got
Residency.
Smoking Joe Shower at Tradewinds Lounge at 1. Aha! Our queen, Zaza! Zaza Flamenca at Bin 39 Wine Bar. We love him over there at 2 o'clock p.m. Reggie Stare at the Milltop Tavern at 4:30. Carpetbaggers, Hurricane Grill and Wings at 5. Money for Nothing.
Yeah.
I like that one. At the Shores Golf Club at
By my
5.
house.
Vinny Jacobs, the Tides Oyster Company at 5. Mark Hart at Tradewinds Lounge at 5.
So funny.
Brett Blackshear, Casa Divino 57, 5:30. A mystery guest playing over at our booze favorite Ann O'Malley's Deli and Pub at 6 o'clock. Shyla Macaluso, Harry's at 6. And the Outlaws are performing at the Ponte Vedra Concert Hall, 7 o'clock p.m.
Dun, 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 dun.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Renee!
Yes! 100,000 viewers!
Yeah!
Followers!
Yes, that was a good surprise yesterday.
That was
Yes.
awesome. What an accomplishment.
Right?
Like, do you remember the day you started?
Well, I started 10 years ago.
I know,
so
but
yeah.
do you remember?
Yeah, I did.
And now, look at you now.
Instagram was newish then.
Listen,
yeah.
some of us pretentious little climbers are like, oh, this is amazing.
Yeah, Renee, this
How
is
does
huge.
it feel?
It feels good.
Awesome.
I mean, I'm really happy that like my little passion project turned into a small business.
I love that.
And I just love my community.
Yeah, and your community loves you, and it shows.
You know
Well,
what
thank
I
you.
love about you? Renee is probably the only person in all the land that I've ever
The
met that
land.
makes history, the land, that makes me want to learn history. Plus, if you ever get the opportunity to meet her in person, she's like this down to earth. She's very funny. She's very
Yeah.
sarcastic, and I appreciate that.
I am sarcastic.
Well,
Thank you.
speaking of
Yes.
history, we're going to dive into some incredible history today. What are we talking about
Yes.
today?
Oh my goodness. So we have all these wonderful Black history sites, which
Yes.
are really available year round here. Now, some of them are doing events this month.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to talk a little bit about that, including some art galleries.
Oh, I like
and
this.
art
Fun.
exhibits.
I'm excited about this
I
chat.
love art, photography, all of that. So, but I'm going to start out with Fort Mose Historic State Park. If you haven't been, go. Last year, they built a replica of the fort from 1738.
Oh, wow.
It's really cool. It's a
I mean, honestly, the story of Fort Mose is breathtaking.
It is.
To know that we emancipated slavery first before anybody else in this country,
Yeah.
that's something to really to tout about. And so for them to build that museum,
it's amazing.
Yeah.
There's a visitor center, museum, fort, trails, and special events. And they're having the Flight to Freedom event on the weekend of February 28th.
Oh, cool.
Where
Okay.
you
They just
can-
finished up the Blues Festival, too, which is...
They're doing the Blues Festival. I'm going to mention that. So Fort Mose Jazz and Blues Series, it does benefit the park.
Cool.
And this weekend, February 13th, the Robert Cray Band and Ruthie Foster. February 14th, Don Was and the Pan Detroit Ensemble with special guest Gilmore Quandary. And February 15th, Samara Joy with special guest Hannah Stokes Band. Great, beautiful outdoor venue. You are out there among the oak trees and pine trees. It is stunning, right
And
on the
usually
marsh.
freezing. This weekend,
This weekend it's going to
amazing.
be so great.
Yes.
So discoverfortmose.com. There are still tickets for some of the concerts.
Yes.
Another really great art gallery in town is Lilu's Art and Antiques.
Oh.
It is at 82 Charlotte Street. They've been there for a few years, right there in downtown. And this art gallery has Highwaymen artwork.
Oh, I love
Ooh,
this.
that's cool.
Yeah.
So the Florida Highwaymen were a group of 26 African-American landscape artists that were mostly down in South Florida, but then migrated throughout Florida. During that time, from the 1950s to the 1980s, they literally sold their paintings door to door,
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
you know, on the side of the highways.
That's how they got their name.
That's how they got their name, and that's how they sold their art, because people wouldn't carry their art in art galleries.
One of the most significant pieces to this story is that highwaymen were never officially like educated or trained on how to paint. They're
weren't.
self-taught.
They're self-taught plein air
Yeah.
artists
Oh, wow.
in plein air.
Yeah.
Gorgeous Florida landscapes.
Tropical scenes, Mel, like sunrises. They're the
Palm
most
trees.
beautiful. Like when you guys nowadays, let me bring it to modern times. If you
Okay.
guys nowadays go to a farmer's market and you see like a budding bohemian artist and like, oh my gosh, this beach scene is so beautiful.
Yeah.
This is what we had from the 1950s to the 1980s on the sides of highways. Are these men
That's
that would put
crazy.
these wet canvases essentially in the back of their trucks
Right.
with a wing and a prayer for $20. You could have gotten this incredible vista canvas.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
mean, we learn a lot about this through Jenna and Great Expectations.
Right, and this artwork is obviously now worth a lot of money.
Yes.
And there are only 2 surviving artists left.
Oh, wow.
2 of them actually just passed away in January.
Oh.
R.L. Lewis, who has been at some of the Hastings art events.
I met him.
He just passed away. And another man named Willie Reagan, who was at this Lilu's art gallery last year.
Oh,
he
wow.
just passed away.
Wow.
So the 2 remaining are Curtis Arnett and Sam Newton. And Curtis Arnett is going to have a artist exhibition at this gallery on April 25th.
Wow. Okay, we need to show up
So
and
we
show
gotta
out.
show up.
We have to.
His artwork is there. In fact, all the artwork is there that they have collected. So there's plenty of Highwaymen artwork if you want to go check it out any day of the week at Lilu's Art and Antiques, 82 Charlotte Street.
So if you ever get a chance to see a piece of the Highwaymen's artwork or have a chance to, or you know somebody that owns it, that is such a precious piece of
Yeah.
history. And literally, and they showcase our landscape with so beautifully, with the colors are so rich and
There's
real.
gorgeous
Yeah.
colors. I love all the sunsets.
Yeah, me
'cause
too.
I
Those
love
are my
a
favorite.
good
Yeah,
sunset.
yeah.
Yep, so check it out. Another place, which is new-ish in town. I mean, obviously it's a historic house. It's called Zora's Sojourn. It is
Okay.
a new vacation rental
Oh.
in West Augustine at 791 West King Street. It is where the acclaimed author Zora Neale Hurston lived.
Oh my gosh, that's in my neighborhood. So
that's
that's
like
now,
right around your corner of your
Yeah,
block.
it is right around the corner
Back
from your
this
house.
up. Now you can rent this out?
She lived there in 1942. It was a dorm for Florida Memorial College, which was right down the road.
True, yeah.
She was a teacher at the college, and she also wrote her memoir, Dust Tracks on a Road, there at this house.
I am today years old right now. That
Isn't that
is
cool?
amazing. Guys,
Yeah.
this is a house that is so cool off of West King Street. It's literally a block away from my house. And the world famous Zora Neale Hurston, Their Eyes Are Watching God is one of the best
Yes.
books I ever read in
That's
high
what she's
school.
known for.
I have never had such a respect for African American history than what Miss Zora Neale Hurston has brought to my attention. It was incredible. Yeah.
It's amazing. I went there last week. The owners took me on a whole tour. The bottom floor has a museum.
Oh.
It has some paintings that artists have done of her. It has newspaper articles. She was married also in St. Johns County, and they found
The
the
marriage
document.
license?
Yeah,
Get
the
out.
marriage license.
Guys, do you know how big this is? That's
yeah.
huge.
That is really
It's
cool.
Really cool. And then they have a whole library full of books that have been donated of hers and others that have written about her. Really awesome.
Really love that.
And then the top floor has all the rooms, and there are 4 giant rooms
Whoa.
because it used to be smaller rooms with dorms, but they
Yeah.
kind of created the space. There's, of course, her suite,
Uh-huh.
Zora's suite, and then 3 other ones. It's amazing.
This
That's
is
so
have
cool.
you toured this property
Yeah.
yet? Oh, I gotta
did
go,
last
Renee.
week. It's gorgeous.
I want to see
Yeah,
this. That's
yeah.
really cool.
It's really cool. ZorasSojourn.com. You can stay there. You can visit. You can see the museum. What I love that they're doing locally is they're hosting a food truck. So it's right beside the house. You can go.
It's fabulous.
Yeah, eat
Mom,
at the
when
food
you're
truck.
visiting us in the spring, you're gonna stay there. I'm gonna get her to stay there.
Yes,
She'll
get
love that.
her- she-
My mom's a big
she
history
will love
buff.
it.
She'll love this.
And what I really love is behind the cool library, they have these sliding doors, and they have the kitchen is hidden behind it.
Oh,
It's really cool.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
I love a top secret room.
What's the name of that again?
ZorasSojourn.com.
I'm writing it down. Okay.
They're also doing some community markets there every Saturday just to host the public to
Nice.
make them aware of what's there.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right. The Lincolnville Museum and Cultural Center, 102 Martin Luther King Avenue. Museum, events, community gathering space, African American history for the past 460 plus years.
Love that. Love
Yeah.
that.
It is in the historic Excelsior School building, which served as the first public black high school
I love
in
that.
St. Augustine.
And it's a really extraordinary museum to be able to visit.
It
We have
is.
such a history with civil rights in this town.
It is amazing.
And guys, I know that some people get nervous about this, but it's not. It's a really good. We have to keep talking about this. We have to
Yes.
keep having discussions, and we have to keep learning about what our past was like. And this is such a beautiful way is going to this museum.
Yeah, the Lincolnville Museum is amazing. LincolnvilleMuseum.org. Just go immerse yourself in history. They also have Ray Charles piano in there that he played at a house in Lincolnville that used to be, a public venue.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Ray Charles.
Ray Charles
Ray
piano. You
Charles.
think they'll let me play it?
No.
You're not allowed to touch it.
I will touch it. Hey, listen, if there's rules to break, I'm a break.
Not invited to the museum. No, thank
I
you.
will run fast. They got to catch me.
Another sponsor gone. Thank you, Melton.
You're
just,
welcome.
Just kidding.
Nike, sponsor me.
Well, speaking of museums and history, the Accord Freedom Trail. You will see these Accord signs all around town. A lot of them are in Lincolnville, but they're also in other areas like my neighborhood. 31 historic markers located at significant civil rights sites.
Yeah, I heard that this Mrs. Cora Tyson has an actual
Yes.
site, which is and she's an incredible icon with the Civil
Amazing.
Rights Movement,
Yeah.
1964. Yeah.
All throughout AccordFreedomTrail.org, they have a tour that you can download on your phone and listen to
Oh,
while
cool.
going to it.
Okay, that's cool. So
Yeah.
it's station to station.
It is.
Is this a walking thing or is it a car thing?
In Lincolnville, you can walk,
Okay.
but then
When you get
it's
to
a couple
Abbott
miles
Track
to
or-
my house.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
To go to Abbott Track and then that's a few miles. So
Okay.
you might want to drive there.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
The Accord Civil Rights Museum, 79 Bridge Street. It is amazing, and I'm telling you, I went there, watched a movie, saw all the exhibits. It used to be the dentist office of Robert B. Hailing.
Yeah, this is a big one.
And he was widely recognized as the father of the civil rights movement here in St. Augustine.
Yeah, Dr. Hailing, amazing. Yes.
He had the first integrated waiting room in the city.
Yeah.
Wow.
To do that, it gives me chills to
Yeah.
think of the
Well,
risk he took.
He took a huge risk, and he and some of the people that supported him were kidnapped by the KKK.
Yeah,
and
unbelievable.
beaten.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, what
Did he survive after
what
he?
he
Yes, he
had
did.
to persevere.
Yeah, did he survive
no.
after he got kidnapped though?
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
Yep. And then
Thank
he
God.
appealed to the NAACP, Southern Christian Leadership Council, and he really set the civil rights
He
movement.
said, "You
here.
could beat me up, but
Absolutely.
I'm still here."
He's going to
Yeah,
rise
I
like
love
the
this.
phoenix. That was amazing.
So that's a great museum. You do have to call for an appointment. 79 Bridge
Okay.
Street.
Cool.
Jimenez Facio House Museum.
Yay.
Yay.
They have a Black History exhibit on the 3rd floor.
Oh, cool.
It's there
That's cool.
permanently. It is in the attic space where the servants and former slaves lived, along with the luggage for the people that were in the former boarding house.
Oh, wow.
So that's where they all live. They just kind of crammed in there.
Okay.
But they have an entire Black History exhibit in there.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
cool.
On the third floor,
On
you
the
said.
third floor.
Okay, cool.
So anytime the tours are available Monday through Saturday, you can even do self-guided tours. It's worth seeing.
Yeah, that is great.
Yeah, and they do have a special tour right now called I Lived Here as Well.
I love this one. It's the last year for this.
This is the last year. They have very limited tickets. It's now through February 28th. Go to their website, jimenezfaciohouse.org, and check it out.
Fabulous.
Yes. Another really great exhibit that I went to a week or two ago, In Our Glory, Black Joy in Jim Crow, St. Augustine. This is on view at the Oldest House Museum complex, where the oldest house is, and it has photography of St. Augustine and Florida photographers, including Lenny Foster.
Oh, I love Lenny.
very cool.
Mel, you got to learn about Lenny Foster right now.
Okay, tell me about Lenny
we
Foster.
sat next to him at the West King Wellness, but
Oh, yes.
listen to this, though, Mel.
Yeah, he does these photos in historic places throughout St. Augustine and in Lincolnville, and he places shoes in those spots and does gorgeous photography to tell the history of it, and then has the caption of what the actual place was and what happened at that.
Like a
This is
picture
awesome.
of picture boots, like really worn in boots
Yeah.
in the middle of a street, and it was a school teacher. And then he tells you the story of what the school teacher had to
wow.
persevere. Like literally.
That's amazing.
Lenny
It's
Foster's
amazing.
art is something definitely to be examined for years to come.
Yes.
Incredible, talented man.
And Mr. Twine's photography is there, some of his photography. He was the first African-American photographer in St. Augustine. He was in Lincolnville in the 1920s, and after he died, they found his negatives in the attic of his
Stop
house.
it.
That's great.
In the 1980s,
Yeah.
they found it. Or maybe it was
Wow.
early 90s. But anyway, they found these negatives. Now the St. Augustine Historical Society has all the negatives, so some of these photos are printed. They are stunning.
What a treasure.
amazing.
And some of them we've seen. There's one of the Juneteenth where there's a parade of people, and it's like Juneteenth in St. Augustine, but it's seen widely as like one of the Juneteenth celebrations, and gorgeous black and white photography.
How
That
cool
is so
that?
cool. Love
Yeah.
that.
So St. Augustine, STAUGHS.com.
UGHS.
That's the oldest house museum.
Got it.
Another great place is the Dr. Robert B. Haling Freedom Park. It's in Lincolnville, 601 Riberia Street. You literally just go to the end of Riberia Street.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
Walking trail, and they have these chimes called the Let Freedom Ring chimes.
Okay.
They're like life-size giant chimes, 14 aluminum cylinders that you can play.
Oh.
And some art installations. And this honors Robert B. Haling, the dentist that I talked about.
That is
Yeah.
all. I didn't even know that existed.
It's really cool.
Okay. Is that down by the pool area back
Yeah,
back
it's
there?
past it.
Oh, got
Just
it.
keep going.
Keep going. Back where we have pie
On
in
the
the
marsh.
sky. Okay.
Yeah, it has on the, right on the marsh, art and the big chimes, and it's dedicated to
I'm
them.
going to this.
Yeah,
That's
it's
great.
beautiful.
Cool.
This is the perfect weather to go, too. There's another really cool little hidden gem. It is called the Best Richardson African Diaspora Literature and Cultural Museum.
Wow.
Mouthful. 83 Washington Street. It is basically a literature and cultural museum. It's veteran-owned, woman-owned, bookstore, gift shop, museum. And what they have are like 2,000 books
Cool.
on Black history.
Mm-hmm.
They also have Gullah Geechee gift items. and
Major,
books.
major things. That's because we don't talk about Gullah Geechee enough. I think.
We
yeah.
don't. And there's a festival in December.
That's right.
And I think it's like on the top 10 lists in America of Gullah Geechee festivals, which is really
So
cool.
special. Absolutely.
Okay, one last location. This one's really cool. Hilton Historic in downtown. Gorgeous hotel. It's the one that wins every time for the Nights
For the
of
Nights
Light.
of
Yeah.
Lights, and during the Civil Rights Movement. Well, I mean the
The
Martin Luther
pool
King.
was
Right.
there.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what we learned.
They have a civil rights landmark there. It's at 32 Avenida Menendez. It preserves the steps of the former Monson Motor Lodge
Yep.
where Martin Luther King was arrested
Yeah.
on June 11, 1964. during a protest where everyone was jumping in the pool,
Right.
to swim in.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they throw the acid.
That
in there,
nasty.
Right?
We
Yeah.
learned. Sheem taught us at Inspo last month. But yeah, that's a powerful place.
It is. And
to-
you can go stand on the steps. There's a whole plaque.
Yeah.
and-
You can feel the energy. You can feel the vibe from something like
Right.
that. Incredible, incredible history in our town.
Amazing.
One last question. Where do you think people should start to unpack all of it?
I would start at Fort Mose because that's the oldest.
Yeah.
I mean, it's where the first free black people were in America.
It's and that's
Yeah.
so inspiring that our town did that, right, Mel?
Yeah, absolutely. So much like I've been here since 2008 and I didn't know half of this stuff.
I know.
Right.
That's why I bring you
and
on,
there's
Boo.
always something new and exciting to learn.
Yeah.
Renee, thank you so much for
Thank
your
you,
time.
guys.
So
We love
special.
you.
Where can the next 101,000 followers find you?
TotallyStAugustine.com and of course on Instagram and Facebook.
So proud of my friend. So proud of you. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
being here.
guys.
Let's take a quick break from the diva behind the scenes, which is Jenna from Great Expectations.
People are looking for a company. I want people to have great expectations. We are a small family-owned brokerage. What that means is you get really personalized service and everything is very hands-on. You're not just getting tossed onto the MLS and crossing our fingers. We're very aggressive with our marketing. We're excellent with communication. We have a lot of amazing relationships in the community, so you're getting the advantages of all of those things.
Renee, thank you so much for spending time with us this morning. Have a beautiful day.
So fun. Oh my goodness, so good to hear from Jenna like we do every single day. She's going to be on the show next week. We're going to see her next Wednesday. And I got to tell you, 2 more days left for the Potato Grams, this great Valentine's fundraiser for Hastings Main Street. I like big spuds, and I cannot lie, are going fast, guys. If you want to send an amazing Valentine's Day, send a Potato Gram. Go to HastingsMainStreetFL.org. Hey guys, we've been waiting for this incredible interview. They are more than just a bar. It's a vibe, baby. Inside Boat Dinks Phenomenon. We got Captain Whitney and Captain Rob on the show. Welcome, Boo.
Thanks for having us, guys.
So excited for you guys to be here. You guys, let's start from the beginning. Take us back. Where did Boat Dinks come alive?
Wow, that's a loaded question.
Definitely.
So Rob and I both met in Texas. We were living in Austin, Texas
Oh,
at
thank
the
God.
time.
Yes.
And we had met through a mutual friend, actually through the love of mezcal.
Okay.
That was kind of the reasoning behind him introducing the two of us.
Little smoky flavor and the
Yeah.
mezcal.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I was working for a mezcal brand at the time,
Oh, hot.
and Rob was opening a mezcal bar in Oklahoma City. And a mutual friend introduced us, and then one thing led to another, and he ended up moving to Austin.
I chased her to Austin. Let's be honest.
I love it.
And then we kind of started working in the same bar there. And after that, I feel like our paths kind of like split a little bit. I was working for basically a marketing group out of San Francisco, and my job was to teach bartenders about tequila and
Oh, that's
mezcal.
fabulous. Cool.
And
That's so fun.
my job was essentially to like throw parties and make cocktails for people and take them on distillery tours.
Dream job. This is amazing.
I was 26.
That's
pretty
perfect.
young,
Yes.
And it was the best.
Yeah.
And so I started doing that full time, and I covered the whole state of Texas. So I did Austin, Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, and Rob was bartending then too, and was ready to kind of make a transition. I guess. Sorry, I'll let you do that.
Yeah, I was actually bartending at a gay bar to bring that back up. What we were talking about. I've got some fun stories we'll tell another time. But I got a job in Houston running this restaurant group that had been around for like 30-something years, family owned. They had 7 locations. They were doing like $75 million a year. It was insane.
Really?
We had a commissary the size of a Walmart. I mean, big family-owned brand. They had like high-end Gulf Coast seafood, taqueria, honky tonk,
Holy moly.
barbecues where they got their start.
It's an
It was-
awesome place.
I mean, I still love this
We
place.
have some signings right now from Houston that are watching this right now. So shout out the actual names.
Shout out to Good Company.
Good Company.
Okay.
Good Company is amazing.
Good company,
Good company.
Vicky. That's it
if
right
you've
there.
been in Houston, you know it. You know Good
Oh, I love
Company.
it.
But they didn't have a beverage director for all those 30 years. So the food was amazing. The beverages were okay.
Like
And-
powdered margarita mix.
Yeah, powdered mix,
Oh.
but juicing fresh for the kitchen. So
I'm gonna
Makes
throw
me
up.
nervous.
And
No,
that-
no sense.
and that was part of my interview. I was like, hey, you guys got great food.
Yeah.
Drinks are terrible.
Yeah.
Like, I see why you're talking to me.
Okay.
And because it wasn't like an open casting call, it was just, I got it through a friend of a friend, and wound up doing that for a couple years, just revamped their whole program, and now they were doing great drinks. They've expanded to probably 12 locations now. Insane. But we got over Texas. We were like, I'm from here originally. I'm born in Jacks Beach, grew up in Volano.
Oh, wow.
So I wanted to
Wow,
get back
have
to
you
the
seen
coast.
Volano change?
Volano has changed so much.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's wild. I mean, I remember the old bridge when it flooded. all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah. Remember the old bridge? That's what everybody says, that they grew up in Volano. That's
Yeah.
funny.
So we basically made the decision to move back to Florida, and we wound up back here in St. Augustine. We knew we wanted to open a bar, and somewhere along the way in Texas, we came up with the name Boat Dinks, and we were starting to develop the bar we wanted, the food we wanted, the drinks we wanted. We wanted to be bar forward.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you need some food to keep people there, because otherwise they're just going to be drunken messes all
Yeah,
the time.
yeah.
And that's where it started developing. But for us, like, Boat Drinks, like, was the perfect term. It was like the state of mind.
It fits perfect for St. Augustine.
Yeah, it's
It
like,
really does.
tropical drinks and this like kind of escapism and stuff like that. And that's kind of what we were going for. And
It's got a very cool, whimsical, Gilligan's Island, Lost at Sea kind of vibe that even in both locations, you really kind of kept the culture, and which was so cool. When did you know that you were like, yeah, we got something amazing? Because literally, Sonny's, if you know, Boat Drinks Bar is the way to go. Like, seriously. So when did you know? When was that aha moment?
I mean, I think that when we first were here and we were looking for spaces, we just kept going back to the old Monk's Vineyard, which is where the original location used to be. And, we looked at so many different buildings around the city, and we just kept going back to that one. And everybody was like, ooh, St. George Street, though. And, we really wanted downtown to, have this resurgence. I wanted downtown to be a place that made locals want to go back down
Exactly.
there.
Sure,
and that
yeah.
was really we wanted to be a part of making that happen downtown. And we opened right before COVID. December 28th of 2019 is when we opened. So we were open a little less than 3 months.
Oh my gosh.
And the fact that we got locals to come downtown, even after all of that chaos and all of that, to me, that was the first big aha moment, was that we were able to get locals to go downtown.
Yeah.
Because it's such a pain. And trust me, when we were having to go there every day.
Oh, we know.
I know how
Katie
annoying
Cass is
it
one of my
is.
greatest friends of all time.
Love her.
And she's a big sponsor of this show, too, so we love Ben 39. But, we have this discussion. I have
Yes.
chills right now because this is exactly what I was talking to Katie about, when this whole was going down. Oh, my goodness. Wow.
And for me, that was that made me feel really great that everybody is making this trek down to
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
And so I think when we were making that move, it was not only a gift to ourselves and the staff,
Yeah.
but to all of our favorite regulars and people in town, that it's now you don't have to go all
Yeah,
the way
yeah.
downtown to do it. But to me, that was such a pride piece that people were well, we gotta go downtown. We
Yeah.
want to go to Boat.
Absolutely.
So
If you-
what? Go ahead. No, go ahead, bitch.
If you had to pick your favorite 2 menu items for food and 2 cocktails, what would they be?
Oh, good question. That's on the hot
We probably
seat.
have different answers.
She's got
That's
a hot
good, though.
seat. That's good. Just diversity in a relationship.
Mexican martini is my
Okay.
favorite.
What is
drink.
that?
Ooh.
No
Tell
question,
us.
hands down. Essentially, it's a margarita and a dirty martini had this beautiful love child.
Oh, that
Oh,
sounds
I
really
love
good.
this.
So it's a boozy tequila margarita, but it has olive brine in it. So
Ooh,
it's
I
would
kind
like
of
that.
savory and salty.
That's really good.
It's so good.
Oh, I
Shout out
love
to
it.
Austin, Texas, because that is where the Mexican martini was born.
I love
And
this.
We just brought it to St. Augustine.
My
'cause it's
ankles
my
are swelling as you're
favorite.
telling me this. Yeah.
I would say that, and then the Speedboat Captain's probably my other. Was that what you're gonna say? Sorry.
No, that's fine.
What's that?
The Speedboat Captain is dark rum, coffee, lemon, and Mexican Coke.
Delicious.
Which sounds crazy.
Because it's so different.
So different.
Yes, you're right,
But
yeah.
a great daytime drinker, also great non-alcoholic
Yeah.
without the rum.
Oh.
And for food, the peppered shrimp, which is this very kind of delicious, spicy, buttery shrimp dish with some toast points. And what would my other favorite be? Probably the fish sandwich,
Okay.
which has also got a nice little spice to it. We have our house made remoulade on it. The fish is rotating every week as we only do local fish. And then we have this kind of accoutrement, shall we call it, called pickles, which is like a Haitian style slaw that we make in house. And it's got carrots, peas, cabbage, garlic,
Sounds
thyme,
so good.
vinegar,
Ooh.
Scotch bonnets. It's spicy.
Scrumptious.
It's
Yes.
delicious. Those are my favorite.
Hi, Captain Rob.
All right. So Whitney stole the Mexican
knew it,
martini.
sorry. That's
We're
'cause it's
both
the
like
best.
agave people too.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, even though we have so much rum there, we sell so much agave. Like,
It's
tequila
really
is
actually it's
crazy.
really hard to find really good tequila in town. You guys are my
It
go-to
is.
for that because you always have the best, and it's obscure best. You know what I mean? It's
Yes.
not like the same old that you would see in any place.
And we're so
picky.
passionate about it. We're picky, and like, if it was up to us when we first opened, we would have had 50-50 agave and rum. The market wasn't ready in St. Augustine.
Right.
And we've watched it grow over the past 6 years. Now everybody's coming in and ordering tequila, some mezcal. So now we've been steadily increasing the amount we have.
Listen, my husband keeps the tequila market in check 'cause that's what he drinks.
yeah,
Yeah.
Tequila.
I mean,
absolutely.
delicious.
All of me
we do a
too.
good job at
It's
that
my favorite.
too.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 of our top sellers in the top 5 are tequila based.
Yeah.
So it says a lot for like
Yeah.
a rum bar.
Well, you can also say Mexican martini.
Well,
It's
I mean,
delicious.
just our regular margarita is phenomenal. I mean, I find myself drinking that. We make that at home all the time.
Not powder.
Not
Not
powder.
powder.
Yeah.
No, we juice fresh limes every day. That's a no like deal breaker if you want to printed powder in. Otherwise, I would say, honestly, the pina colada. It is. I know everyone's like,
Really?
oh, pina colada, like whatever. I mean, ours we make fresh. It is like really high fat coconut milk from Thailand. We have some pineapple juice in there. There's agricole rum from Martinique. There's a dark rum floater from Jamaica.
Oh my God.
Cool.
The pina colada itself is, I guarantee it's the best you've ever had. I've heard it from everybody.
Okay.
I'm not just saying it because it's ours, but it is that good.
A lot of people say it.
I don't say it.
you
A
know,
lot of people say it.
it's a game changer. It's not that poolside pounder that's going to make you
Ugh.
feel sick.
Yeah.
I
This
love
one is,
that poolside pounder.
Rob
we
loves
need that
that.
T-shirt
You know, it
right
gives you
now.
like the worst headache, the
Oh, I
cheap
can't.
ones.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I have friends who will be like, hey, I make a really good pina colada. I'm like, no, you don't.
Yeah.
Stay away from me.
No.
Like, bring it up. Don't give me that
If
crap.
you're,
Yes.
if you're starting with Coco Lopez, you're behind the ball already. You're
Yeah.
like you're just
well, I'm
not.
gonna come there and try that. All right, now what are
Yes.
your foods? 2 foods.
Foods. Our oysters for sure. I mean, I
Yes.
know that's cliche because we sell so many of them, but like our raws are just, they're so pristine. They're so good. We know most of the oyster growers that are doing them. After like 6 years, we've like, you know, the oyster world's pretty small. We do a lot of charity events with oyster groups, and especially Southern oyster growers. And raw oysters are just so good. I mean, they're so elegant, and when
Yeah.
they're done right. And on the flip side, the charbroil ones, like the New Orleans style ones we do, are phenomenal. Like people go crazy over those, and they, in fact, like the sauce so much they dip their burgers in the sauce.
Cool.
So our burger, I mean, I love it. It's just a classic smash burger, but like, you know, the meat is from a small farm in Oregon.
Love that.
The American cheese is like crafty. It's not weird plastic stuff. You know,
What's the
buns are
farm in
baked up-
Oregon by chance?
Fossil Farms.
Fossil Farms. Okay, shout out to our Oregon Sunnies. We have a lot of Oregon
You
followers. That's
guys
Oh,
awesome.
no, sorry. Painted Hill, actually.
Excuse
Fossil
me,
Farms.
Painted Hill.
Painted
Yes.
Hill Farms.
Painted Hill,
I will
Sylvia.
say, you know what's super impressive? Because living in St. Augustine for a long time, I have to say it. A lot of the restaurants, everything kind of tastes the same.
Yes.
You know, like there are some good ones, but listening to you guys talk about the food, I'm a food person.
Yeah, we all know
I
that.
like cocktails too, but I'm like, okay, I'm already making my mental list
Yeah.
because I will order every appetizer on your menu. I'm telling you.
I love that. That's
Love
what
it.
we
Well.
want people to do.
So what's the think tank process like with you guys? Because you have so many. I mean, I'm listening to you guys rattle off so many really cool ingredients and food from different parts of the world. Do you guys like have this laundry list of ideas and you're like have a think, pair, share moment and like this is what I think and like how does that work?
I think it's a little bit of both. Rob definitely has most of the flavor inspiration, but we traveled a lot before
Yeah.
we moved here. The job that I had before we opened Boat, when I worked for all of those brands, I also did events internationally. I mean, we did them in Europe everywhere. I did one in Russia once.
Whoa.
We did
Wow.
Mexico all the time. So we really have a lot of friends in the industry all over the world. And I think when we were doing all of those events and kind of pop-ups that we were doing for a little bit, you kind of see all of these different restaurants and bars, and you kind of just notice something real small, and you'll be like, log it away.
Right on, yeah.
And every now and then I feel like we'll be like, remember that one time we had that one dish, and like maybe we can do that with this. And I feel like it'll just come out of nowhere, especially when we have like an event. I think that helps us a lot, is like if we're trying to curate or plan some kind of event, we're like, okay, like what can we do that's a little bit different from our normal menu? Because I always want to keep it exciting and fun and silly and approachable, but delicious.
And like on top of that, like the specials for food, it's things we want to eat. I mean, the food menu is what we want to eat, but the specials, we have a very popular shrimp banh mi that's very authentic. Because we can't get any in town banh mi, so I decided to do one, and it was for fun one weekend, and people, our regulars, loved it so much we bring it back all the time now.
Cool.
So there's a lot of that. I mean, I love to cook. I love to come up with drinks. There's a lot of inspiration. We're not chasing trends because, I mean, let's face it, the rest of the big cities around the country are easily 10, 15 years ahead of us.
Right.
And there's no reason to chase those.
Yeah.
But we also don't play up to tourism here. Like for us, like we love some tourists. That's fine. That's great.
Yeah.
But we want our locals to come back all the time.
If you ever need a test taster, if you're ever doing like a new recipe and you need someone to taste it, but also give you a super honest opinion,
Love that.
I love it.
I'm your girl. I'm serious.
And you're right down the street.
It's perfect. Well, speaking of right down the street, you had like we talked about earlier, that you had the original location on St. George Street, and then you took over this iconic location.
Mardi Gras building.
The old Mardi Gras building. That's that we know. You guys renovated it beautifully. Was that the whole vision? How did that come about? Was this was all your dreams come true on this one?
This place, man.
God bless. There it is. She started it.
Tell it.
So this is not the first time that we've tried to be in this space.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
There was about a year before this one got worked out.
A year and a half.
A
maybe.
year and a half before, we were actually, the group that we're a part of, we were under contract for that space.
Oh, wow.
And it just,
God
Thumbs
bless.
down.
owners change their minds and they make different.
Change numbers
the
out of
numbers
thin air.
are
Yeah.
different.
Sure. Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
it gets
yeah.
to a point where you're just
Forget
You
it.
just say, okay.
Yeah. Thanks, bye.
Gotta go.
So,
Yeah.
so we walked away.
So we walked away, and then karma stepped in, and
Well, I think the bank
maybe the bank
maybe
took
took
over.
it back, and then we had another opportunity.
Yeah.
So it just, I mean, we drove by it one day, and like basically the sign had changed, and we were like, let's make a call.
Yeah.
And we called Jenna. And
Awesome. Okay. Cool.
we're like, Jenna, what's going on?
Yeah.
And that was kind of like how that one fell into our lap, because we live on Magnolia. We live
wow.
like a few blocks. So we
Whoa.
walk to work most of the
Wow.
time.
I
Yeah,
love
we
that.
literally
Yeah.
live down the street.
Iconic street, you
On
guys.
the
Yeah.
deaf and
Wow.
blind side. On the other side, you can't
But
turn
so
down,
what?
but
How
still.
We love
beautiful.
it.
Yeah.
So it really was, it felt very serendipitous too,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
have kind of that space come about. And obviously we're not afraid of renovating an old iconic building in St. Augustine, because
Also,
Monks
like,
was our first.
Let's
and
face
then-
it, there's a lot of buildings that need renovation. in San
Yeah,
Francisco.
true
that's
story.
true.
And they hold them like so sacred, and it's like, bro, we need to fix this ASAP.
Yeah.
I know.
And actually fix it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not just put
Paint's
on
not
some
fixed.
lipstick.
Right,
Don't
yeah.
just
Throw a
fix
coat of paint
that.
on
right, we need
Yeah.
to under the lip. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they all have some scary stuff
Yeah.
underneath,
Yeah.
for sure.
Absolutely,
But
yeah.
I think that space, I mean, it's a big space.
Yeah.
Compared to what we had, like it is definitely big, and I think we're still growing into it. It's almost a year in now, and I definitely still feel like we have things that we want to do and we have visions, but nothing's ever finished.
Yeah.
And that's, Rob and I are kind of always trying to evolve and grow and keep it fresh,
Mm-hmm.
because to me it's like never going to be finished, really.
Well, you don't want to
Like,
do the same thing over and over
True,
again.
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, I mean, we're going to eventually put a stage in and do some live music. That's why there's a sail hanging over part of the bar.
It's not a forever storage
It's not
unit.
forever. You know, it's just baby steps. We wanted to get our feet back underneath us too. I mean, it was it's reopening
a
it's a
lot.
new restaurant again, the new bar and
It's a
restaurant.
lot.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Absolutely.
The parking lot is huge.
That's
but
the best part.
It's
so
the best part.
having a parking lot is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It
like,
really truly is to be that close to like you are downtown essentially, but to have that
it's huge.
it's huge for locals.
yes.
Yeah.
And that's what you guys really have, that local community focus is what I want to get into next, is because why is that important to you? Why is it a driving force to both of you?
I know St. Augustine is a small place, but when you find your core group of supportive people, they are so supportive. When we were downtown, we would see a lot of our regulars like every couple weeks, and now it's like 3 or 4 times a week. And I appreciate it so much because I do feel like most places in town focus first on tourists.
Yes.
And
I agree.
again, like no shade to tourists because we have found some eventual regulars that don't live here that I consider regulars through tourism, but that is not a focal point. And I just can't ever get over these like overpriced entrees to just like
And they're not
gouge
good.
people.
Yes.
And I know that that's not local shrimp.
Right.
And I know that we don't need this giant, no offense, potato,
Yeah.
but we don't need this giant starch on this plate.
True story. Yeah.
I'm
But-
telling you, if somebody brings me, I'm the person that doesn't like my food to touch. But at a restaurant, I make sure I'm a pain in the ass. So I
You're
tell
not a
them.
mixer. Got
And I take care of the servers. I will. But when they bring me something out and it's like just on the
Yeah.
plate, I'm
Yes.
not eating it. My
Yeah.
husband's like, just eat it. I'm like, no, it doesn't even look pretty.
That's
Like, my
$45.
eyes are gonna eat before my stomach.
right.
That's $45. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
just feel like for us, it's like Rob was saying earlier, like Boat Drinks is the place that we want to hang out at and eat at and drink at. And so we're pretty dogmatic about doing things exactly how we want them done and taste the way we want it. And we're just kind of like putting ourselves out there and being like, we think this is amazing and delicious. And
I love you
here
even
it
more
is.
right
Yeah.
now.
Well, and it's the beauty of choice, right? Like we curate our customers by our menu and by our service style. If you don't like us,
That's okay.
you don't have to come back. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
We don't need everybody. We
I love
want the
that.
right people in there. We want the right vibe. And we've found those people at this location.
Yes.
You know, and having this bigger patio, having people bring their dogs and we see their dogs, we know their dogs by name.
You probably know the dog's name before the people.
Oh, we do.
100%.
Yeah,
I
100%.
know their drink order and their dog's name.
Yeah.
I love that. That is awesome. Big dog fans over here too, for sure. So what did you learn the most about this whole journey together? Like, you know, the couple that starts a bar together stays together. That didn't work. Okay, yeah. What's the big learning lesson here?
It's hard. I mean, like,
Yeah.
running any sort of hospitality space is so hard because people are so
Difficult?
mean.
Yeah, they are, right?
Yeah.
I prefer the
Judging.
term
Yeah.
challenging.
They're
Challenging.
so challenging. And, you know, like, this whole review culture is tough.
Ugh.
And it's
Stupid.
really hard to get over it sometimes.
Yeah.
But I think that, like, we tried, I think a good thing for us is
Don't read
we
'em.
both can't get down. One
Yeah.
of us can get down, but we both can't get down. So
Yeah.
I feel like we have to take turns.
That's smart.
Or
Yeah.
kind of like find that balance. We're very different
We're very
people.
different.
So it kind of works itself out that way. But for me, when I think about kind of just how people can kind of get you down a little bit, I'm always like, okay, well, you're not upset about this drink not tasting exactly how you wanted it. I think you're just upset about something else.
Yeah, true. Right. You're
Yeah.
projecting. Yeah.
in
I'm
yeah.
general.
so sorry that
Yeah.
that is not exactly what you wanted, but like, is this really that big of a deal?
Yep.
Like, 3 platforms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's are you
They wrote
okay?
you a dissertation.
Oh yeah.
It just seems more personal, but we have found like a good balance. I mean, we've been
We have a
together
good-
10 years now.
That's amazing.
Maybe something.
11, yeah.
Neither
We've
of
traveled.
us know.
We've moved a lot.
The
but-
journey's incredible
but
then.
because we do such different
We balance
areas,
each other.
we really
Yeah.
do balance each other out really
Whitney's
well.
the creative, even though I do the food and drink recipe development, and that's my creative outlet. I mean, the rest, I'm former engineer. Like, so for me, it's like getting things done. So
Right.
she's like, I want this to look pretty over here. This is what it should look like. And then I'm up on the ladder.
You make it happen.
doing-
He's
I
on
make
the
it happen.
ladder. Yeah.
So, real quick before we let you guys go, I know Captain Rob, are we having a little something to this morning? A little
Yes.
something? And while he's preparing that, Captain Whitney, can you tell everybody where Boat Drinks is and what your hours are?
We're at 123 San Marco Avenue and the old Mardi Gras location. And we are closed on Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Love that. Cool kids hours.
Cool
That's so
kids
cool.
hours because I want my staff to still have a life.
Yes,
so
I love that.
awesome.
You know what? Let me tell you
She's
something.
gonna bitch at me now. Go ahead.
No, no. The fact
makes me
that
work every day.
I will tell you this: David is always very aware. Mel, are you good? Like, if you need to take some time, take some time. But also, I don't know how to take time.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
But the fact that you just said that out loud, I think a lot of business owners, if you're watching out there, take note.
Yeah.
Jess at the gym, I coach competitive cheerleading in the afternoon. She's the same way. Her and David are very much alike in the way they run their businesses. And I love it.
That bonus is coming in, baby. Let's go.
it's very easy to go from Sunday to the gym when it's
Yes.
they're like the same people.
Yeah.
And the fact that you just said that, I think your staff is very lucky to have you guys as their bosses.
Well, they're the best.
Yeah.
We couldn't do
Yes.
it without them.
So amazing.
So yeah, we're closed Tuesday, Wednesdays, and then Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we're open 3 to 10,
Okay.
and Sunday 12 to 6.
Oh.
People think we're nuts.
12
I know.
to 6, that's good. They
People
still go
think
home
we're
with the
nuts.
family.
But I think that is so extraordinary. That's why I really wanted you to say the hours, because I think that's awesome.
because-
We're also
Sunday-
a day drinking spot.
I'm a-
Like,
yeah,
you can
we're-
have fun. Go
Yeah.
to bed early.
And let me tell you, we have 3 original employees.
Oh my God, stop it.
And
love it.
everybody else is like years. I love them all. They're so incredible and they work so hard.
I love
and
Sundays till 6. They could go home and have family dinner.
it's really hard in this industry to find a balance.
Yeah.
And having worked for some really awful people in my hospitality career, that is the last thing that I wanted for my staff. I want them to have a life. Like, go home, take a nap. Like,
Yes, take a nap.
if you want to go out, go out.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't, don't. I
Right.
mean, it's just really tough to find that balance and not be a vampire when you work in a
Yes,
bar.
that's true.
And it's not healthy.
Yeah.
And this is a day drinking town, and it's a town that we can close for 10 days in January, and nobody's going to judge us for it. You know, it's like in a big city, I don't think we could get away with it.
No.
True story.
easily.
Absolutely.
And so the fact that we're here and we can take advantage of that, I totally want to, and I want everybody to enjoy themselves. And I know people think we're nuts for doing these
Well,
hours.
But it's working.
It's about our staff too. I mean,
And your staff
these
is happy.
This is their career. This isn't them just working their way through school. Like for some of them, this is their career.
Yeah.
And it's honorable. Like, I
is so
mean,
pretty.
we treat them well, they treat us well, and they treat our customers well. And people love our staff. So
I love
that's
it.
what
Oh my
we
God,
love about
this
it.
And
is
we
so pretty.
love Boat Drinks.
Yes.
Everybody, you got to check out Boat Drinks. This is extraordinary.
This looks so good.
This is the best. We're going to take a quick break with our buddy, our love, RJ, over at Maritime Creative and Flashes and Brilliance. Maritime Vibe Check!
Fresh version.
When the lights come on and the magic begins,
There's a crew behind the scenes that always wins.
Maritime Creative, they set the stage.
From sound to lights to video waves.
Big show, small space, doesn't matter a bit.
They show up, they glow up, they make it all lit.
No panic, no chaos, just smooth, clean flow.
They take a wild idea and make it glow.
need a vibe, they build it.
Have a dream, they get it.
From spark to spotlight, they never forget it.
I trust them, I love them, they come on through.
Maritime Creative, that's the real stuff, boo.
So if you want your moment to rise and shine,
Call the crew that always gets it right every time. It's Maritime. Got gold? Got silver? Got a drawer full of what even is this? Then it's time to cash in with Flashes and Brilliance, Northeast Florida's most trusted gold buyers. They're not just buying gold, they're buying silver, rare coins, fine watches, estate jewelry, and all the sparkle you forgot you had. Don't just sit on your treasure. Turn it into cash today. Call John and Steph, the pros who make it easy. 904-540-7617. It's fast, it's friendly, it's Flashes and Brilliance, because your buried treasure belongs in your bank account. That's right. Price of gold, price of silver right now. If you guys have any treasure that's hanging out in your house, you got to give John and Steph a call. They will set you up. Flashesandbrilliance.com, baby.
I wonder, because Jim's hair is like golden blonde, so could I see how much he's worth?
Ooh, not a bad idea.
Can I cash my husband in?
Yeah, wigs for less.
Steph, asking for a friend, okay? Oh my God. So here we go. It's time for DJ Sock Pack. This is Cupid's Vinyl Countdown to Valentine's Day.
Okay, so this is a very sexy playlist
Yes.
today.
First one on the list is Mr. Marvin Gaye himself. Let's get,
Get
it on.
Let's get it on.
1973, Marvin originally wrote this as a spiritual song about love and connection. Mm-hmm. But you know how people
Spiritual. Sure,
do. It
Marvin.
evolved into one of the most iconic soul records ever, and it spent 2 weeks at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Okay.
Rolling Stone later crowned it one of the greatest songs of all time.
It truly is an epic song. That's a good one. Yeah.
True story, yes. Let's get into those shenanigans, boo.
When I get that feeling, I got
want
sexual healing.
Marvin Gaye, again, 1982. He recorded it in Belgium during a comeback chapter in Marvin's life, and he won 2 Grammy Awards for the song, and he introduced drum machines in his sound, helping define the early 80s R&B.
Wow. Well, I'm going to define a little bit on a little Old Town Trolley.
Hey.
Sit back and relax and take it easy, baby, and let it go as Old Town Trolley's licensed and talented tour conductors share over 500 years of St. Augustine history. Guests will enjoy the city's European flavor, brick-lined streets, and sites such as the Castillo de San Marcos, the Fountain of Youth, and Henry Flagler's former Ponce de Leon Hotel. This 90-minute tour features 22 stops and covers more than 100 points of interest. Guests can use their ticket all day for on and off reboarding. You got to check out hometownpass.com. New year, same face? Absolutely not. St. Johns County and St. Augustine, it's time to put your best face forward with About Face Aesthetics. The Legends of Glow are back with their Friday facials featuring the new Fassage, their signature face massage that has locals buzzing. And if you're ready to level up your skin game, listen closely. They've got prepaid trio packages. That's pure main character energy. These 3 high-level treatments are for a very special price. And if you want more, because of course you do, boo, load up on the Beauty Bank and score 20% off of prepaid packages, or go boldly with buy 2, get 1 free, because glow should never come alone. You gotta go check out this new year, a new glow, and some iconic faces at aboutface.guru. Book it today, boo. We'll see you there. All right, I want to get the sunshine shenanigans in here. I've got a mudslide massacre in the Great Escape from Chili's.
Ew.
A Valentine's Day horror story.
Ew, Chili's.
All right, here we go. We're talking about a story of survival and resilience. It's about a young woman who unknowingly scheduled dinner with no talent Tim wearing khakis. Let me set the scene.
Ew.
High school. Yeah, this is high school. The air smells faintly like Axe body spray, cafeteria pizza, and the widely unrealistic expectations. Our heroine decided to go on a date with Tim. It was their first real Valentine's.
It's Jessica and Timmy.
It could be. Is this Jessica and Timmy? Let's find out. Big stakes, big dreams, possibly a shared appetizer sampler platter. Now, our girl is a fine art student, a creator, a visionary. She hand makes him a beautiful gift, pours her entire young romantic heart into it, thoughtful, personal, museum worthy. Meanwhile, Sir Romance, no talent Tim, arrives with a $5 Walgreens stuffed animal of a rhino that looks emotionally exhausted. No card, no note, no eye contact, just a casual toss. He chucks it at her. Nothing whispers an eternal devotion quite like an airborne polyester plushie.
Fetch.
But Sonny's, that was not the only thing warming up in the microwave burrito here. We got dinner, or something like it. After dusting herself off from Destiny, already knew would be a long evening, he escorts her to dinner. And Prince of Poor Decisions takes her to Chili's. Now, let it be known, we respect a skillet queso, but this man presented Chili's like he had secured the last table in Paris. The approach, the booth. He slides in right next to her, same side. Immediate proximity, nobody cared. And then the atmosphere shifted. His breath told stories older than time.
Oh, God, I'm going to throw up.
Stories that suggested a toothbrush had never once been invited into his life journey. Our girl begins the subtle lean back maneuver. You know, the one that
I just did it automatically.
Yeah, your spine is screaming like, retreat, retreat. He keeps leaning in for a kiss, denied. And does it again, denied again. Denied with posture alone.
Stop already.
This man places his hand on her thighs and calls her scrumptious. Sir, this is not a bakery review. Before he can even process that vocabulary crime, he attempts to order dinner for her. A salad. No discussion, no committee meeting, no nutritional content. But when the bill arrives, he proudly pays with a Christmas gift card from his dad. Romance is really thriving over here, bucko.
He's trying. He's high school trying.
So obviously now we're turning into Operation Get Me Out of Here. Our heroine raises with grace and announces a trip to the restroom. But make no mistake, this is not a bathroom break. This is a strategic extraction. Under the fluorescent glow, she sends the most sacred text message in teenage history. Come get me now.
Her mom.
Minutes later, headlights appear in the parking lot like a celestial intervention. Her friends, engine running, probably yelling, go, 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 go. She gets in the back and tells him, bye. And pivots and sprints across the Chili's parking lot with the speed of someone chasing emotional freedom. The car door opens, she dives in, they peel out.
Tuck and roll.
She never spoke to Tim again.
Oh my God, you guys, that was a total tuck and roll mission.
God bless America. Sonnies,
Oh.
walk into this day with your head held high and your heart open. Speak kindly, love boldly, and when the world gives you the chance to be ordinary, choose with every fiber of your being to be luminous. Step into the light today, Booze.
Yes. Shout out to Captain Rob and Captain Whitney from Boat Drinks.
And
Films, All Things.
Renee.
And Renee, congrats on your 100,000 followers, girl. Guys, have the best day ever.
Don't go drifting off too far, Booze. We need you back at Afternoon Delight, 3 o'clock p.m. We got a Reddit rundown report that's going to spice up your life. We love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Bye, Sonnies.
Bye.